Okay. We'll give all you guys a few minutes to join because I know that this is going to be very informative, interesting, and educational. First of all, I'd like to reflect on what you guys witnessed on part one of this live feed. You got to witness in real time homemade soap being created. This event is, I mean, you know, how many people can say that they've seen this, much less live and in color? You know, you had the moon landing, then you had the Kennedy assassination, you had, I don't know, what other world events are there? But none of them compared to what you guys saw just about an hour ago. You saw lye and water was mixed to combined, and it had an exothermic reaction, and it created this solution of water that got up to about 170 degrees. We mixed it in with some palm oil, olive oil, grapeseed oil, and some rice bran oil. And we mixed it all up, put it in a crock pot, and 1 hour later, this is what we got. This stuff cooked up, as you can see. It was a liquid, but now it's pretty dry, and it's kind of come apart from the edges, and all that's, you know, a sign that this stuff's ready. So, what I'm going to do... Oh, and I have to apologize. I did have my trusty assistant here earlier. She had to go to Vacation Bible School. So I've got the, never mind, my backup is so unreliable. She decided to join us. Okay, so here she is. This is lovely Roxana. She's going to be the camera person. So any criticisms you may have, feel free to put it online. Okay, so if you'll hold this, you can video me, and don't get super close up. This is, Food Network. Mm-hmm. You gotta have real good, pictures of the food and all. But this isn't food, this is soap. It smells like soap. Doesn't really look like soap, but I'm gonna stir it up. And one of the things they tell you to look for on the consistency of this stuff to tell if it's ready is it basically looks kind of like Vaseline or maybe a petroleum jelly or something like that. It's just a real smooth texture. And this is all the reactions happen. We've added heat to it. This is a hot process soap, which speeds up the reaction of the lye and the oils. If you did cold process, you wouldn't heat it up. You'd have to wait for about 4 weeks till it all happens. But through the heating, it makes it all happen. So all the lye is gone. It's formed into a soap. So this is the part where, if you'll turn this around, we have one more oil to add to here, and this is the lavender that I showed you all earlier. And a little goes a long way, so I'm going to get a close-up on this. This is good stuff right here. I'm going to put about 14 milliliters, which is about 3 teaspoons. Yeah, put it about right there. Yep. Okay, now, this is the same essential oils that you put like in a diffuser or something. People put it on their skin. People do all kind of crazy stuff. But I am going to put it in the soap. You got a good picture of the soap? Mm-hmm. All right, now, put this in here. How many viewers we got?
One.
One? Oh.
Or two.
It's got to be like my mom and my sister.
No.
They're always reliable. So I'm going to mix all this in. And I'm doing like, who is it we watch? Ree Drummond. You have to describe the scent of the lavender. Is just like permeating throughout the house. Okay. And notice when I stir this, you don't really hear much as far as bubbly noises. And that's another thing too that lets you know it's ready. If you heard a lot of bubbles and stuff going on, it's not quite ready. But this stuff's ready. So we got it, and I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna put it in these molds right here. And it's hard to believe that you make soap out of oils, well, basically fat. Back in the old days, and I guess now they still probably do, would use lard, and they'd use you could use like stuff leftovers from cooking and stuff. You boil the fat and you take the salt out, and anyway, that's the old lye soap that most people think about. But this stuff is all vegetable based, high quality oils and all that, and it's I run this through a calculator that figures out all kind of stuff as far as getting the proportions right, getting the measurements right. I also do, this is 5% super fat, which means I have 5% more oil than is required for the lye, and that's just a safeguard. It makes the soap more cleansing to have the super fat. As the shelf life is a little bit shorter, but it gives you the assurance that this stuff is it's not like your grandma's lye back in the old days where they didn't have all the formulas and they went by some old wives' tale or ritual or something. But anyway, there you go. That's the first mold. I'm going to do these others, and like I said, $3 a bar. Your life will change for the better. You'll look at your old soap and you'll probably just want to throw up, because this stuff is the best. So you saw it here first. When this takes off, just remember, y'all once knew me, and if you want to get in on the ground level, here's your chance. Thanks.